words, quote, "Michael, Jim's beaten back every argument against the bank we've ever put up. For God's sake, give him the bloody bank." And Michael Cullen, in equally immortal words, said, "Oh, all right then." And finally, I want to mention two areas that have been central concerns for me over many years in this Parliament, where I hope that work will continue into the future: suicide prevention and prevention of drug and alcohol abuse. These are areas which are sometimes sidelined because they are complex and hard to solve, and they're not sort of sexy in the same way as many other issues that we front. Progress is often frustrating. And yet they are indicators of a community that, to the extent that it does not address the needs of some of our most vulnerable citizens, nor has the will to make necessary changes, fails in its responsibility to care for all of our citizens. And finally, to those critics who seem pretty voluminous these days, who constantly belittle and cynically demean political participation and representation in this chamber, I can do no better than quote the words of former United States President Teddy Roosevelt, who said in a speech on citizenship, quote, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who knows at worst, if he fails, he at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall not be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat." End quote. My task now is to do what I can to help my adopted and beleaguered and loved city of Christchurch to recover from the disaster by which it has been struck. It's been a privilege to serve in this House, and I want to end by again thanking my constituents for the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do so. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, the House is suspended for the dinner break. I will resume the chair at 7:30.